You are such a handsome young man, Harry. I am ever so proud of you. Dear, sweet Harry, it is so wonderful to see you. My, you have grown up, and I am so proud of you. Could not be prouder. Now I have some things I want to talk to you about, and this is the only venue where that can occur, in your dreams. So I'm glad you've welcomed me into your dream tonight. Now I know you carry some guilt for the death of me and your father, and I want you to know that we hold no regrets over that night. We would have given anything for you to survive, and I am so pleased that you did survive and that you have grown into the wonderful boy that you are. You are so wonderful. I am so proud. Now I know you also carry guilt over Sirius's death. That if perhaps you had worked harder on your occlumency, that you may have been more successful in keeping Voldemort's thoughts out. But Harry, dear precious Harry, you were still just a child at this time. You were very young, and Sirius was endowed with the responsibility of protecting you, which he gladly took on. He wanted to do anything to protect you, and that's not your fault. And Sirius, of course, harbours no ill feelings towards you, Harry. Of course, he would have loved to longer stay with you and be able to, as we all do, wish we could have been there. The thing I want to do is absolve myself of a little bit of guilt. I know that you were passed to my sister, Petunia, and her husband, and I really want to apologize that you had to be raised in such a manner. I dearly, dearly loved my sister, and I so hoped that her care for me from when we were children would pass on to you. And I would never have expected that she would raise you as she did. It's something that still breaks my heart, even where I am now, to think that you had to suffer all those years in those circumstances. I am eternally grateful for Molly. Mrs. Weasley is such a lovely woman, and I am so happy that you get to have a mother-like figure. Even though I'm no longer with you, I want you to know that I still love and care for you just as I did when you were a baby. And I'm always watching over you. I did not my life in vain to protect you. It's because of the deepest love, which I think has been explained to you. The magic which protected you is one I did not know, except in my heart. From the moment I knew you, I knew that I loved you, and I would do anything that I could to protect you. And I hope that you can carry that love with you through the rest of your life as well. Just know that my love never dies, even if this body has passed on. I always love you, Harry. You are always my dear, sweet baby boy. Now I also wanted to address your courageous acts. You have obviously had to take on a burden greater than should be asked of someone so young, but you have carried those burdens with the utmost splendor, and I am so proud. I just want you to know that I always love and care for you, and I could not be prouder. I am ever so delighted about your friends, Hermione and Ron. They have been good companions for you, and I am so happy. I think it's important as you get older to be sure to nurture those relationships. You want them to be, as you get older and older, still by your side. They are lifelong friends, so be sure to embrace them as such. And of course, dear Ginny, I think you've selected, well, a woman with wonderful coloured hair and quite a fiery personality. I think she's a lovely girl and a wonderful mother for my grandchildren, which will hopefully be coming quite soon. I may be gone, but that doesn't mean I'm not still looking out for my further progeny, so be sure you two are getting busy. I hope that made you blush in this dream. So, Harry, is there anything that you would like to ask of me while we still have just a bit more time? My parents, oh yes, they're wonderful. Yes, they were muggles, of course. No, they were rather old actually, so they did pass on before everything occurred. They would have so loved taking you in. My mother did still get to hold you, well, shortly before she did die. She loved you. So it was about, you were probably about 6 months old before you started laughing. Except for Mother. For Mother, you laughed at 4 months old. She knew how to get you to laugh at anything. I would take you home, try and do the same things, but you would not laugh at all. But then, as soon as you saw my mother again, laugh, laugh, laugh. No, it was quite a trying time to lose her right around the time all the trauma with Voldemort happened. But I also think, being in the Order of Phoenix, it was important to fight against darkness. I think that's in your DNA as well, obviously. You just fought and fought. You understand that the dark arts are not the they just must be fought against. Any power is not to be gained in such ways, and it's just absolutely reprehensible, the things that are done. Yes, I know. And so that was why even, we did have thoughts. We had, a young baby. Should we be involved in the order? Or was it too risky? But we also thought, no, we have a young baby. It's too important. The world that we create for you. And so we wanted to fight. And obviously we lost many of our companions as well. Very sobering reality, but we're proud of what we did. Very proud, especially when we get to see what you've done. You've created the world that we wanted for you, Harry, and I am so proud of you for that. And that was what we always dreamed of. What we spoke about was a world where darkness scurried and light could come out, where it was safe and wonderful. It's a utopia that you've been able to produce. And I am ever so proud. So I just want you to always know, like you to look in my eyes. That was one of my favourite things that we did as a baby, was just to green eye to look into each other's eyes and see our own generations reflected in each other. You are so beautiful, and you've turned out to be a handsome young man. Just want to know I'll always look over you, and I could never be prouder. Thank you for finishing the fight that me and your father and all of the Order started. We never wanted Voldemort to take over, to do the horrendous things that he desires to do. And I'm glad that we have a world that is rid of him. Thanks to you, Harry. I'll always be proud of you. Well, I think your consciousness is going to be stirring soon. So we probably don't have much more time. So just know, my dear boy, that I always will love you. I'll always look over you. And you have really made both of your parents